Welcome to the KastKing Kitchen. I'm Sandi Roberts, and today we're going to make Lancelot Lasagna. So, here's how it goes. We had already talked about the stealth spaghetti, and we've already made that. So now we're going to make Lancelot Lasagna. But the reason I bring up the stealth spaghetti is the sauce we need to do our Lancelot Lasagna is the stealth spaghetti sauce. So, we've already got our stealth spaghetti sauce here in this bowl. We have some ricotta cheese. I like to use whole milk ricotta. You could use a little low-fat one, but I personally prefer everything to be, it seems to taste a little better when it's got a little more fat in it. Grated, hard-boiled eggs grated. Mozzarella cheese, once again, grated mozzarella, and I'm trying to use, I don't use like the real low-fat ones, kind of somewhere in between. And grated Parmesan cheese. Now, here's, and your lasagna noodles. Now, what I've done with lasagna noodles is I've already cooked some. You're gonna take your noodles, you're gonna put them in the pot, and you're just gonna cook them enough to get them bendable. Normally, if it was spaghetti or something like that, of course, you would be cooking it a lot more to make it softer, but we just wanna make it a little bendable so it goes in our pan really easily. So this is really easy to make. Once again, I don't like to cheat on the ingredients. I really do prefer to use the ricotta cheese, real ricotta. Some people make lasagna with cottage cheese. I don't like it like that. I just think it tastes so much better with the ricotta and the mozzarella. Although if you are having a hard time finding these items, you could use a cottage cheese. I would use a really, really small curd, whipped really well. In fact, if you use a cottage cheese, put it in your food processor and whip it even more so that it's more of a creamy consistency. I do like mozzarella in my lasagna, although you could use, say, a grated Monterey Jack. Mozzarella is going to be better. It's going to be a better, finer taste. So let me grab a couple of spoons. So what we're going to do is, first we're going to take just a measuring cup, just because it's easier, and we're going to put some sauce in the bottom of the pan like that. Just gonna put a little in. And the reason we're doing this is because we don't want our noodles to stick. So we're gonna take it and mix it up like that. Once again, this is Lancelot Lasagna. I can take, if you want, you don't have to, but you could take a spatula and kind of spread it around. Once again, the purpose of this is so that we don't have the noodles and everything sticking to the bottom. So put a little bit, and sometimes I like to have every little hole filled up on this, so put a little bit more. And then we're gonna take and start with our noodles. And we'll go this way first. So remind me which way we went, because on the next layer, we'll go a different way. So we're gonna go that way, that way, get a couple of more here, and then what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to put a piece right here, and this is what we have so far. So see this? Okay, so now this is where the fun begins. We're going to start with sauce on top of that, some sauce on it. Your noodles aren't cooked all the way, but when you bake this in the oven, that is when they're gonna get nicely cooked. So we'll put our sauce on, I use a spatula, spread it around kind of evenly. And how big of a pan you use and how many ingredients you use, it's basically all dependent on how big of a tray of lasagna you want. This is really a way bigger tray than Clay and I would normally eat. So what's gonna happen with this lasagna is I'll make enough where I can probably cut this in four for 4 meals, and then I will take them and freeze each one. And that way when we go do a bass tournament or something like that, we have our lasagna ready to eat. We bring our microwave with us and we can make a nice meal in the microwave oven. So we put our sauce on. We're gonna take our grated Parmesan. And you see what I'm doing here? Can you see? Hopefully you can. I'm taking and just sprinkling it on nice and even, the Parmesan cheese. And then I'm gonna take Next thing I'm gonna take the mozzarella, and I'm gonna do the same thing. This gets messy, by the way, by the time you're done. If you don't have stuff all over your counter, you probably haven't done it right. So we're gonna take the mozzarella, we're gonna add that. Ricotta, I'm a little bit neater with my ricotta. I kinda scoop it, and I do it in lines, scoop little scoops of it. So with the ricotta, I'm actually spooning it up. So obviously you're not gonna put the ricotta in your hands because it's kind of messy. Spooning it up. So don't forget, this is our stealth spaghetti sauce. We've already learned how to make this on one of the other previous KastKing Kitchens. So we already know how to do this part. So, I might not look Italian, I'm a quarter Italian. My mom taught me how to make Italian food when I was a little kid, so I just love cooking Italian, it's one of my favorites. Then we have our grated hard-boiled eggs. We're gonna take a little bit of that, put it on top of all of this. Okay, like that. Then we're gonna do it again. Now remember, we went that way, so now we're gonna go this way. This is going to be our last layer. I try to do 3 layers on lasagna. Now, it is going to be close to the top, so sometimes what I'll do is when I'm baking it, I'll put another pan underneath it just so that if it boils over a little, because you're going to cook it, it's going to cook in your oven at about 350 degrees for, probably almost an hour, okay? So, and the funny thing with lasagna is, for some reason, I think my dad would agree with it. My dad's actually the Italian one. He's the one that kind of got my mom cooking the Italian food. But anyway, on lasagna, what's funny is it's like the next day it tastes even better when you reheat it. Lasagna is one food that I really, really like for leftovers. Okay, so that's our 3rd layer, okay? So we'll put our sauce. It looks like this is gonna be perfect. I had like the perfect amount of sauce for this pan. I don't like to be skimpy on this. I like to put a lot of stuff on it, but that looks pretty good. We'll move it around like that. You wanna cover the noodles, because here's the thing, if you don't cover the noodles, they're gonna dry out. You don't want that to happen. You want this to be really good. So we'll do that. Get those all going. Hopefully you watched the stealth spaghetti episode that I did in the KastKing Kitchen. If you didn't, just look, just search it with the KastKing Kitchen, and you'll find it on my Facebook and my Instagram pages. Facebook, Sandi Roberts, and Instagram, Sandi Roberts 79. So we got that on like that. We're gonna add more of the Parmesan cheese again. right here. Looks really good. Okay, so we're gonna put it in the oven, and after it bakes, we're gonna take it out and I'll be back to you to taste it. Okay, so now we've got the Lancelot lasagna out of the oven. It's right here. I've plated up a little plate here. The only thing left to do is to taste it. So let's take a little bite of it and see how it is. Excellent. You need to make this Lancelot lasagna. You're going to love it. We'll see you in the next KastKing Kitchen edition.